Would you like a weapon that can do this? Hello everyone, welcome in today's video. Before I get started, this is a warning that this video does contain spoilers for late Act 1, The Mountain Pass. It contains vague story, but mainly location spoilers, since it's much further along than the usual footage I record. So I just want to make sure you are aware before getting into the video. Also, as with many quests in BG3, this is not the only way to do this, but this is how it worked for me. Of course, I welcome everyone to post in the comments if you did it in a different way. I love hearing alternative ways to do these. Also, before starting the quest, make sure you have a couple of trap disarming kits and lockpicks on your person. So, the quest to this weapon starts in the beautiful Rosy Morn Monastery. We will start here by walking in the front of the monastery to the front gate. There will be a little cutscene involving some cultist and Githyanki. I spoke to this dead cultist and asked about the weapon the Githyanki are after. This comes into play a little bit later. But yeah, so when facing the big gate, I turned left here and jumped through the broken window. I'm greeted here by a bunch of drunken kobolds. When walking inside the room, they turn aggressive. So I decide to finish them off and loot an important item from one of the kobolds over here near the ladder, the Ceremonial Mace. This is one of the 3 items we will be needing for this one. With this looted, I go back to the broken window and turn right to a bunch of climbable vines. I take those up a floor. Over here I turn right again and see a magical barrier on the door. There is something in this room we won't get in this way. So I walk around. I break the wall here with force damage. And here on the floor is the second ceremonial weapon, the Battleaxe, and it is protected by a Guardian of Fate spell. When picking this one up, the Guardian turns hostile, but it's not too difficult to defeat. Then we leave the room again via the same breach in the wall and turn right around the corner. Here we see more climbable vines. For what comes next, it is good to have the Talk with Animals spell or potion, so I decide to cast it now. I also only going to take Shadowheart with me so I can benefit from guidance for the persuasion check. I prefer to leave my party members behind because the ancient giant eagle we are about to meet can sometimes turn hostiles when your followers get too close to the nest. Even if you manage to persuade her to let you walk around, that only means you and not your party members.
Fine. Xavier! Xavier! Don't talk to it. It might have germs.
After passing the ability check, I talk to Xavier, so he turns his field of view a bit.
Looks to be a powerful weapon. I wonder if it was used on the Githyanki nearby. Oh, my hand slipped.
Then I go into sneak and grab the Ceremonial Warhammer, and sneak out the other way and go down and meet up with my party members.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
So now we have all 3 ceremonial weapons. Let's go into this room here.
monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels. Lathanderian monasteries of this size were usually overseen by dawn masters, esteemed members of the clergy.
If you pass the religion check, you can examine the stained glass window. Basically, you have to put the right weapon on the right altar, and the glass shows you where that is.
Dawn Master Vasaid wielding... The rest of the inscription and picture has shattered away. Evensong before the Zenith Day, celebrated by Dawn Master Stockhold. Dawn Master Welkin Glory beckons forth the rising sun in Lathander's name.
The Warhammer is really easy and clearly visible, which is Dawn Master's seat. The sword is already there, and the mace is Dawn Master Stockhold. Then lastly, Dawn Master Vasaid's glass is partially broken, but he wields the Battleaxe, so I put it on his altar. So to do this with the controller is by either throwing it or to drop it and then select move. Selecting move from the inventory for some reason did not want to work for me. So for those having issues with it, you can try it this way. Then a secret compartment opens up and we loot these items, which is important for later.
Blood sounds important. Could it still be here somewhere?
From this point you want to get into the Githyanki Crest, which is located inside the monastery. To get here you can follow along with the video. We return to the front of the monastery and onto the left of these stairs. We can go all the way down to discover a hidden passage.
Never a dull moment. Can't keep me out.
Which after successfully lockpicking it, I could enter. I decided to let Lae'zel do the talking here to make this part a lot easier, in fact. If you have never been here, I recommend taking your time here and explore a bit and talk a bit to the people. For the benefit of this guide, I just rush ahead. So you want to make your way over here to the Kithrak's office. She holds a key to pass the barrier in this room to get to the Inquisitor. There are 3 ways to get it from her that I found. You can either pickpocket it from her, attack her and loot it, or talk to her and tell her you have the weapon they are looking for, which you can bring yourself to the Inquisitor. She opens then the barrier for you.
The Inquisitor awaits. Follow the corridor.
Do not provoke him.
At the end of this path, you find the Inquisitor chamber, and a good bit of story dialogue happens here, but I'm going to not show that.
Our esteemed guest, please.
So when we get to explore this room afterwards, we want to head this way. There are 2 statues here, with a plaque hinting at the directions these statues should be facing. The one on the left should be facing west, and the one on the right towards the east.
Bids the setting sun a fond farewell.
Eager for battle.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck. The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck. The statue starts to rotate.
The statue on the left is jammed, and here all my characters failed their athletic skill checks, even Lae'zel with astral knowledge. Another way to get it to move is to apply force damage to it, so I leave it to Will to do Eldritch Blast here. When both statues have been turned the right way, a secret passage opens in the wall. If we follow down this way, we come across another barrier. These are powered by these energy source crystals. Destroying these brings down the barrier. Be careful here because there is still a trap as well. I only sent one character in an attempt to disarm it. Up next is then another barrier. This one is a little harder since the crystals are on the inside. I decide to shapeshift my druid into a dire raven and fly in, first to disarm the trap and then to destroy the two crystals powering the barrier in peace. With this done, I regroup the party and head onward.
The Blood of Lathander, as I barely live and hardly breathe.
You will find the Blood of Lathander here, and all that is left to do here is to insert the crest we looted earlier into the crest panel. And congrats with your new weapon. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you thought it was helpful. Feel free to share your experience with this quest in the comments. See you all in the next video. Bye.